Hello and welcome. I'm Stefanie and thank you for joining me for 10 fun tips to help you read Dune. I'm making this video to help you have a good time while reading this brilliant and important story that is also long and a bit complicated. Dune by Frank Herbert is 600 pages and I've read every single word out loud. I've also read every chapter multiple times. I don't use any AI in any of my videos, so if you're into that, remember to give this video a thumbs up, tap the hype button to give it some hype points, and subscribe. I call tip number 1, get over the sandworms. It could also be called get over the all blue eyes or get over the nose plugs. I think it's really easy to have preconceived notions about Dune because of all the images we see in pop culture and the most common images that are shared online. Look at any of the biggest Dune videos on YouTube. They all have some version of Timothée Chalamet's face. We need to forget about those obvious things though, because Dune is anything but superficial. Open your mind to a deep, nuanced story. Which brings me to tip number 2. Think about your life as much as possible. Dune was published in 1965, so even though the story takes place in a universe where the year is 10,191, it uses contemporary language and contemporary concepts. There are paintings and sculptures and date palm trees and coffee. If you read something a little bit weird, like an anti-fatigue tablet, just think of a caffeine candy or an energy drink. If you read something a little more weird, like a human mutating from excessive use of the spice, just think of a celebrity taking Ozempic who doesn't actually need it. Dune is still written in English, mostly, so there aren't new terms for everything. Characters call each other man as an affectionate, familiar term, like, hey man. Remember, the book was written in the 60s. In chapter 1, a woman is described as having hair like matted spider webs. What do you think my hair looks like when I'm not filming a video? This takes a little effort. The point is, to get over the weirdness of Dune, think about modern life on planet Earth and your own life as much as possible. Tip number 3, set a realistic reading schedule. Once you pick up Dune, you want to get reading momentum as fast as possible, meaning you don't want to read 5 pages and then put the book down for a month. But I think it's unrealistic to aim for reading 1 chapter per day. I just don't think most people can fit that into their schedule. There are 48 chapters in Dune. Some are shorter and some are longer. So I recommend aiming to read 3 to 4 chapters per week, depending on what is realistic for your life and for your schedule. Which also brings me to tip number 4, make time to reflect. The main reason I don't recommend overcommitting to reading is that you need time to comprehend what you just read. Reading sentences alone doesn't make you smarter or more thoughtful or more knowledgeable. Those things come from your own exploration and understanding of the fictional stories that you read. Tip number 5, write your own chapter summaries. I like low-tech tools, so I recommend getting a notebook that you can dedicate to your reading of Dune. If you're going to take the time to read Dune, it deserves its own notebook. In this notebook, just plain old line, unlined, whatever you like, write your own chapter summaries after each chapter. They could be in any format that you prefer, a paragraph, an outline, or just random notes. I have or will have a chapter summary video for every chapter of Dune, so you can compare and contrast your interpretations along with mine and comment about any differences or anything else that you observe. Tip number 6, create a note card for each new character. Continuing with the theme of low-tech tools, each new character you meet in the story deserves its own note card. On each note card, you can write where they are introduced in the story and any defining traits that help you remember why they are significant. Tip number 7, watch all Dune movies. Even though they are not direct adaptations of the book, all of the major motion pictures of Dune give you an overview of the story. I find them all entertaining, and you can appreciate them for what they are, a general guide. Plus, when you're reading the book also, you will notice all of the differences between the book and the movies, and there are a lot of big differences. Tip number 8, have a reading ritual. I used to have yoga instructors that played the same music before every class as students arrived to the yoga studio. This helped them relax, forget about the rest of their day, and feel dedicated to the time that they reserved for yoga. You can create the same type of environment for your reading time. Make the same drink, light a candle, or you could burn spice incense like cinnamon or clove. I have a Dune-inspired ambient music video that I'll put a link to in this video. It's 2 hours and it is designed to help you relax and read. Tip number 9, talk about it. I can't recommend that you become as obsessed with Dune as I am, but when you read the book and watch the movies, it is a lot more fun if you talk about them, not just think about them. I welcome you to start conversations in the comments of my chapter summary videos, and you can also join my premium Dune Club membership that gives you access to extended conversations about Dune every week and members-only videos about once a month. To learn more, you can click the join button below this video or on the channel main page. Tip number 10, make up songs. When I was in elementary school and high school, if I ever had to memorize something for a test, I would make up little songs related to whatever the current pop song was to help me remember the information. While no one is pressuring you to remember anything or memorize anything about Dune, this is a great opportunity to get creative, make connections to your own personal music taste, and make up your own melodies and lyrics related to your personal experience reading Dune. Now it's your turn. What are your favorite tips to get the most out of a book you're reading? Let me know in the comments. I will see you there, and I will see you soon for the next video.